What's up, guys? Uploading this video to YouTube because for some reason there's some setting on my phone that I can't figure out how to switch, where I'm not able to go on Facebook Live right now or do a lot of other functions on my phone. I might end up having to reset my phone entirely, but for now what I'm going to do is upload my video to YouTube so I could get this out there. Today is day number 86 of a 90-day video evolution. We are almost there, guys. How exciting. Today's topic is all about being present during a conversation. Being present and actually listening and being present to what another person is saying, rather than thinking about, oh, what do I have to do later today? Or thinking about, oh, what's the next thing I'm going to say? Oh, this is a good I have all of these great things to say right now. So instead of listening to the other person, you're in your own head thinking about, what's the next thing you're going to say. And I'm definitely guilty of this. I am a person who's in my head a lot, and sometimes the momentum of my own head makes it more difficult to be present. However, I am much better at this as I get older. In fact, I think I'm actually pretty good at being present during a conversation. One reason why is I'm very aware if I'm present during a conversation or in my head a lot, and I've learned over time how to switch from overthinking to being present. So during conversations, I usually catch myself if I'm overthinking or thinking too much while another person is talking. Yes, that still ends up happening, but I'm very aware of the fact that when I'm not present, I'm not connecting with the other person. And if I'm just thinking about the next thing I'm going to say, then I'm pretty much creating a bubble around myself and just thinking my own thoughts and not really connecting with the other person. So in the end, I get to share my ideas and whatever, but there's kind of like a little bit of like a barrier that is created when I'm thinking about my own thoughts. It's almost like a barrier made out of thoughts. And so the more thoughts I have, the more thinking I'm doing. I hear my thoughts that could create, like, when you're thinking, I imagine you kind of see visualizations and you hear thoughts, you hear words as you think, your own words. That's what happens to me anyway. So if my own inner dialogue is really, really loud, then I don't hear as much out here. I notice when I meditate or I just start observing my world around me, that everything opens up. But if I'm really in my head, like, I almost notice like my surroundings right in front of me, and I don't take in as much information. So yeah, I definitely notice a huge difference when I'm present, and I still have a hard time with meditation and really silencing my mind, but I know that my practice of meditation has helped me a huge amount in being present, because that's pretty much what I think a big part of meditation is. It's not really like, oh, not stop thinking. It's more be present. It's being present to the surroundings rather than being lost in the jungle of your own mind. Being present to your surroundings, being present to your breath, kind of focusing in on the now and what's actually happening. And when that happens, that opens a channel, it opens a doorway to receive more information about the world around you, but also the other person that you're talking to. So when they're talking to you, you take it in, you're able to, and the other person gets to experience being heard and understood. And so that's actually going to create a connection, and they will start to trust you more. And that's my experience anyway. If you're thinking about all of the things that you want to say next, cool, you might have a cool conversation, but the other person might feel a little bit like they're not understood, and they just keep wanting to say their point, and all of a sudden it's like two people talking to a brick wall, and neither of you are hearing really what each other are saying. So that's what I have to say about presence. Be present in your conversation. Do this by just gently bringing your awareness from your head and to what that other person is saying. Maybe even repeat every word that they're saying in your own mind. Or one thing that really helped me, I had a hard time with this, and this helped me a lot, was just using a few active communication techniques. And that is kind of repeating, basically paraphrasing what they are saying back to them. Because one, that shows that you were listening. Two, if you kind of misunderstood, they can clarify or go deeper into it. So someone might say to you, "Hey man, I went to the carnival today. It was really fun, and it was really exciting. A lot of things were happening there." And then you might say, "Oh, cool! You went to the carnival? That's awesome." So you're saying a lot of exciting things were happening there. Can you give some examples? So that does a few things. One, it shows the other person that you actually are listening to them. Secondly, it kind of gives you a second to process that information as well. Three, it forces you, if you're actively listening to their words so you can have something to say, that's a great way to do it. Like some people in their mind, they fear that they don't have anything to say. So they're thinking about something to say out of fear. It's not so much that they want to say a bunch of stuff. It's more so, oh, I need to find something to say, because if I don't find something to say, then I won't have something to say, and I'm just going to stand there and look like an idiot. Well, yeah, if you sit there and say nothing, but if you sit there and listen to what they say, it's actually really easy to come up with things to say, because all you have to do is kind of repeat and paraphrase what that other person is saying, and then it will help them express themselves further, and they feel good about it. Yeah, anyway, that's what I had to say about that. Peace.